Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today's beer comes from Tilted Bark Brewery. These guys are in Rhode Island. This is their fermented number 29. And what this is a sour slash Berlin wheat beer. Weisse. This is the fermented number 29 experimental rotating season. Naturally unfiltered, farm brewed, made in Rhode Island. Then it tells about the brewery here. Store cold, enjoy fresh, and they have up here the date, which has basically been rubbed off. Probably with me handling them. Looks like it was done last month, June the 10th or something like that, but I can't read it. The date part is up on the silver part of the can where you get the condensation, and the fermented number 29 and the Berliner Weisse is on the white label here. But it's real easy for that to rub off when it's not on the label and on the can. So, fairly fresh. We're going to find out. Big 16-ounce can, and it has fermented written on the side, and has like a brew tank here on the side there. I'll turn that side around so you can see it. This is not a big beer, 4.3% guys. Probably not something I would purchase for myself. I don't buy these sessionable low ABV beers. But I do review them when they're sent to me, and this was sent to me by my beer brother Greg. And let me grab the little cheat sheet here. And he says fermented number 29 from Tilted Barn, experimental Berliner Weisse. And he said he bought it at the brewery, and he saw that they were building a new building, so evidently they're doing well and expanding, and hopefully they'll be able to increase their distribution. So hopefully don't know, but got fingers crossed that we'll maybe see some of these beers down in this neck of the woods. I doubt it, but it's possible, I guess. So Greg, thanks a bunch, my brother. I do appreciate you sending this to me. Over to Untappd, we don't have IBUs, 4.3%. It says here fermented number 29, Berliner Weisse with peaches and mangoes. That's super tart and super refreshing at 4.3%. So a little bit of a tartness going on there, slash sour. I don't know which way it's going to lean. We're going to find out though. I brought out my big wheat beer glass to pour this in, and hopefully we're going to pour it fairly gentle. If it seems like it's going to be 10 fingers ahead, a lot of these beers, especially when you pour them in these big tall glasses like this, and this style, sometimes they produce pretty big heads. So that's all we need to talk about. We got the ABV, we got the approximate date. Like I said, it's been smudged off. Let's get it into the glass and see what we got. Big hiss when I opened it up. So I got a feeling it's going to be fairly well carbonated. So we're going to pour it. Yeah, it is super carbonated, guys. I don't know if we're going to get it all in there on the initial pour here or not. If not, we'll get it all in there before I go off camera. And this is a big glass. So we shall see. And when I do this little number, that increases the head factor. Big soapy bubble, so maybe they won't stick around too long. We swirl around to make sure we're getting all the goodies out of the bottom. We might get lucky here. We can get it all in there, I believe. Now that's a full glass of beer. So there we go. We did get it in there. Right at 2 fingers of head. Very cloudy, very hazy. Almost looks like a New England style beer. And of course these guys are in Rhode Island. They are in New England. So definitely an unfiltered beer. Good looking beer. Not a whole lot of light. It looks like a New England style. I mean, it's super hazy, cloudy. What do you think? Looks good? I think it does. That head ain't gonna stick around very long. Like I said, big soapy bubble. So to the nose we go. A little bit of citrusiness there. Definitely getting the peaches and maybe some mangoes. Maybe a hint of some lemon zest. Smells very crisp and clean. Good summertime beer, a good session beer, if you will, at 4.3. I mean, you'll be able to drink quite a few of these. It's a little bit stronger than Kool-Aid. Smells good. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Greg. Definitely kind of tart. The peaches are there. Hints of some mangoes. Maybe a little bit of oranges. It is kind of tart. I don't know if I would call it sour, but it's more tart to me than sour. Very refreshing summertime beer. I call these lawnmower beers when they're down into 4%. Something you could have, maybe 1 or 2 of them, and not be too inebriated. You go cut the grass, cut half the grass, come in, have a beer, and go back and do what you were doing, and not worry about cutting your leg or your arm off or something like that. Good session beer, good summertime beer, good beach beer, good pool beer. Just make sure you're still doing your social distancing and all that kind of stuff, man. It's just still running rampant out there, guys. People going to the beaches and mingling in crowds of 100, and then they're catching the COVID-19 and they're taking it back. We had it on the news on TV that over 100 people are contaminated that went to Myrtle Beach last weekend or the weekend before in our area. So, I mean, I'm saying, thousands of people flock to these locations and beaches, and then they catch it, and then they take it back and spread it like wildfire. So a lot of people just don't get it with the not wearing the mask and all that kind of stuff. You got to do what you got to do, guys. It's going to get worse if we don't. So this is a very crisp, refreshing beer right out of the fridge. So let's go sip on it, and we'll come back and give it a grade. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it for a while now. Very tasty beer. I mean, it is very well made. These guys at Tilted Barn doesn't make any crap, really. A little bit of breadiness in there, nice and tart. Hints of the peaches and the mangoes. Very refreshing. Great lawnmower beer, what I call these beers. They're very low ABV. Other than the ABV being that low, that'd be the only reason I wouldn't buy it. But if you want something you could drink multiples of and not be too inebriated, this will be it. 4.3%. Very tasty. Not a joke. Very clean, crisp, and refreshing. Tasty beer, guys. Very has a lot of taste for only 4.3%. So, very well done. Guys, to me, I think it's really, really tasty. I'm going to give it an A-. I'm going to give it a 92. It's pretty good beer. Pretty well made beer. I enjoyed it. So, over to Beer Advocate. They don't have a score because only one person has posted comments on it, and that was my brother Greg that sent me this beer. He posted on there. And over to Untapped has it at 4.28. Also in their borderline between their A- and their A scale. So pretty tasty beer. So if you've had it, let me know what you think. Till we meet again. let's go see what's in the fridge.